Hi YouTube, I'm updating you because 2 days ago I had my 5-week post-op appointment. Yeah, and it's really good news. He said that everything is healing perfectly. He's really, really pleased, and that I can do anything now, which is good because I had already started going back to the gym. I didn't tell him that, but yeah, he says that's fine, so yay. And yeah, I can wear whatever bras I want, although he said there's still some like fullness up at the top, so getting measured I might like waste money. So I'm like completely fine with just wearing like bandeau ones or like non-underwear, so I'm not bothered, and I'm just not going to get any right now. I'll show you. Sorry, I'm wearing a t-shirt. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, this is like just like a stretchy crop top thing. You can see like, I don't know, they don't move that much in this crop top because it's quite tight, but they are like softer. I've been doing like the massage like this to try and make them go closer together. I don't know, I think they're pretty cool. I have the thing that everyone gets where you have like boob envy, where like you see, oh, also that feels great. I haven't been able to do like proper stretches for ages. It feels great. Yeah, boob envy, looking at people who have gone bigger than me and being like, yeah, I kind of wish mine were bigger, but the surgeon said this is like the absolute biggest that my body would be able to take, so wouldn't even have been an option even if I'd wanted to at the time, so yeah, pointless thinking about it. And also I think as they drop down a bit and like fluff a bit, they'll look bigger, and they look bigger when I'm naked as well, which makes me think that, you know, if I had gone bigger still, then, you know, one day when I get a boyfriend, one day, if and when, I wouldn't want to look like a monster, you know, when I was naked. So yeah, I think overall I made a really good choice in the size. I've started using, I mentioned in the last video that I started using the Kilo Coat scar stuff. It hasn't made a difference to the colour of the scars, but the left scar, it had already been receding a bit before, but I think it has helped. I'll show you the scars now if I get a better light. Sorry, this is quite a spontaneous video. I didn't like set up the light or anything. Okay, so this is the right one. Oh, that's quite good lighting actually. That's the right one. You see it's pretty red, but it's not at all raised up and it's really soft. And if I have my boob down, like that, then that one is actually perfectly in the crease. Like, yeah, you can't see it in a mirror from the front. This is like a really like strong light. That's why you can see it. But yeah. Anyway, and left one here. I don't know if you remember, like you can see on my last videos, it was really, really raised up. Now it's like almost in the right place. Like I said before, the freckle is where my skin is flat, and like that's like the bottom of the implant, so it should be like that, but at the moment it's like that. But again, like when it settles, it's actually pretty much on the line. It's not bad, and I've just been massaging it, and it's soft as well, so yeah. And like he double checked to check that it wasn't like the implant moving, and he says like my nipples are in the same position that they were in before. So I mean the left one is slightly higher, which is why I thought maybe the implant had slipped, but it wasn't that. It was just because it had always been slightly higher and I hadn't noticed, because when they're smaller you don't notice slight anomalies. Like my boobs looked really perfectly symmetrical when they were smaller, but when you make them bigger, any tiny asymmetries are emphasised. So now they look like they're about 2 or 3 millimeters out from each other. But that's because there was an ever so slight asymmetry before. But I really don't mind. I really don't mind. The other thing I wanted to say, which was more of a psychological thing rather than a physical thing, was that when I went to this consultation, in the context of explaining why one of my nipples was slightly higher than the other, he just, for sort of an aid to what he was saying, he brought up the pictures of my breast before my procedure. And it's weird because before I had it done, I really didn't dislike my boobs. Really, I quite liked them. They were just too small. I actively liked them, and I liked the way I looked naked as well. But when I saw the pictures, I was so happy that they didn't look like that anymore. Since I've got them done, I realised that I love them fuller. I mean, you couldn't see in the video I did for YouTube before, but I did a video for myself where I wasn't wearing the sports bra, just so that I could see what my boobs looked like before. And I hadn't looked at it, hadn't even thought to look at it until I went to the consultation. Then I came home and I had a look at it. And the thing is, before I had it done, they were really empty in the upper pole. I had breast tissue, but it was all in the lower pole, and they looked sort of sad. Like, I don't know, they looked sad. Like, nice. They were nice. I liked them, but sad. I can't think of a better word than sad. Imagine sad boobs. They look like sad boobs. Quite empty at the top, like. I can't actually think of a word. They just looked. They didn't look like alive, and I can't. I'm so tired. I've been working so hard. I actually can't even think. But the point is that I think it's a really good idea to look at your before pictures when you have your after, because obviously there are times when I look in the mirror and I think, oh god, they're still like so full up top, it looks like Frankenstein's creation or whatever. And then I'm like, oh, I don't really like the shape. I mean, to be fair, that's really rare that I think those things, and it's just because they haven't fully settled yet. But then when I think about how they looked before, I can't even. I like them so much more now. That is essentially what I'm trying to say, but I am exhausted. I spent all yesterday doing a charity kids day, running around after kids playing football and carrying them, and I'm pooped, to be honest. So I'm gonna stop videoing now because I can't even think, but yeah, everything is healing great. And if you have any questions, now that I've been through most of the healing process, because my doctor says that it's pretty much healed now, then I feel like I'm qualified to answer pretty much all of them, except like really long-term ones, which I'll answer in like a year, I guess. But yeah, feel free to ask questions because I know what I'm talking about now. Okay, bye-bye.